We said surrender is
between faith and surrender.
Surrender is the last word in spirituality. If you surrender, that means you realized complete surrender. That is why even Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi, who is the great Advaitic master, so what all he said was, anybody goes and say, what is the way? Find out who you are. Who am I? Who am I? That's all. Because that is the path of jnana. But even he said, jnana and surrender are not different. If you are surrendered, you are a jnani. If you are jnani, you are surrendered. Because there, as we talked before, jnana devatu kaivalya, only through jnana we attain liberation. So the surrender is the way to get liberation. And we talked about the sloka also on chapter 18, 66, where Lord says, if you surrender completely to me, I will give you moksha. Moksham, that I'll give you liberation. So that is but only thing is, to come to that stage, you need a lot of purity of the heart. They said chitta shuddhi jnana siddhi. So till we get rid of all our negative tendencies, the 6 inner enemies, desire, anger, greed, attachment, pride and jealousy, and all the 8 kinds of pride. What are the 8 kinds of pride? Pride of lineage. Oh, I belong to this special caste. Some people say Kshatriya or the thing. Pride of beauty. Oh, I'm so beautiful. Pride of youth. You're young. As we get older, you get, oh, I'm getting old. But when pride of youth, you are in the peak of youth. And pride of wealth. I'm so rich, billionaire, trillionaire, whatever it is. Pride of power. Yeah, I'm very powerful. And pride of scholarship. I know so much. I know scholarship. Pride of name and fame. Oh, it's so famous. Everybody knows about me. And pride of physical strength. Some people have so much physical strength. So all these are various kinds of pride we have. We need to get rid of all of them. But the worst pride is spiritual pride. To think I'm a great devotee of God. That's why Swami is going to say, I have to tell that you are my devotee, not you tell that. So when the more you are devoted, you become humble. You say, there are so many people who are better than me. They have so much love for God. How can I become like them? So that is, so the last one to go is spiritual pride. Because people give up everything going to the forest, but they still have the spiritual pride. So I want to tell you two instances where what is partial surrender and complete surrender. So any of you know the story of Gajendra in Bhagavatam. So there is this big elephant. He actually, in his previous life, was a king. He was cursed to be. That's why you should be careful. If you are not, don't behave good, you can become an elephant. You can become a cobra. You can snake, like Shidi Baba said. Veerabhadrapa, Chanabasapa. You can become a frog. You can become a goat. At least animals. But you can become even a tree. In Bhagavatam, that people, two Gandharvas who were cursed as trees. That is why Lord Krishna goes there and those trees fall down and they become the Gandharvas, celestial beings. So if you are not good, you may not only be born as a human, you go in the lower birds, like animals, any of these animals, and even you can become a tree, or you can become even a stone, like Ahalya became a stone. So just to behave good. The best is so that you don't want to be born again, then no problem. That is the ultimate moksha. So this elephant, because he was bad, behaved bad as a king, so he was cursed to be elephant. So as elephant, he still has that vasana, he has royal, he thinks. So because elephant, he can have any number of nice wives. He has got thousands of wives and he goes wild, he can behave. He goes to a lake and wants to have a good bath. He can stay good, take a bath, come out. But he has that pride, he wants to show off to his wives. So he goes wild and take a bath and disturbs the whole lake. Then when it gets disturbed, there is a crocodile. It gets mad. Who is this guy coming and disturbing? Then it catches hold of the elephant's leg. So it is a very strong elephant. It tried, it could not do it. Then it asked all its wives to help and friends to help. When you are in distress, nobody helps you. They were looking, feeling sad for the elephant. Nobody helped. Then he went on fighting against this crocodile. They say in the scripture for many hundreds of years or thousands, went on fighting. Didn't. Then he says, "Oh Lord, I can't do this myself. So you please help me." He just cries out to the Lord, "Please help me." Completely, I cannot do myself. No friends happen, family happens, helps. So I cannot. My strength is no well. Then the Lord comes. There's a beautiful story that Lord Vishnu comes running when he says, completely surrendered, I can't do anything, and then helps. So this is partial surrender. In the beginning, he didn't surrender. Only when he realized family, friends, his own strength doesn't help, then he surrenders. That is ultimately, finally, then Lord comes. Till then, he didn't come. Same thing, Draupadi, she is a great lady. So when she was being dishonored, which you don't go into the details, so first she tries to protect, she tries to cover, she appealed to all the people in the assembly, the great leaders, Bhishma, Drona, her own husbands, everybody she appeals. Nobody helps. To show that in the times of distress, only person who helps, God. So the friends, family, they're all good, you love them. But really, when the time of complete, like this Gajendra, and same thing with Draupadi, all those are great heroes. Bhishma, Drona, as one, the husbands are so strong, everybody, but nobody helped. And finally, she used her own strength to cover herself. That didn't work. Then she lifted both hands, Lord Krishna, you alone can save me. Then Lord Krishna gives her these saris. So then only she surrenders. In the beginning, it's like, I can't do anything, Lord, you take care, he would have. But she is great. At least she went to God as ultimate surrender. In contrast, you might have heard of the person Prahlada. He didn't pray to God. His father, Hiranyakashipa, Swami says, is the greatest scientist ever lived. He could conquer all the worlds and the planets, the five elements, everything under control. But he hated the Lord. So his son, Prahlada, was the greatest devotee of the Lord. So he didn't like that. So to punish him, so first he puts him under the elephants. He was not scared. He didn't even pray to God. He was smiling. The people were, and then he was given poison to drink. He was smiling. He didn't ask if the poison becomes like a nectar. He was thrown from the cliff of a mountain. It didn't bother him. He was put in fire. Main thing is he didn't even pray to God because he has so much confidence. There's nothing anybody can do because everything is God. So nothing could affect him. That is the ultimate. That means he has so much love for God. He sees in even in fire, poison, everything is for him Vishnumayam. So that is the ultimate surrender where you see nothing but God. These other things is good that when you are in distress, instead of going to people, you go to God. But the ultimate is always you are so much in. So that is why Prahlada, to read, he drinks God, eats God, talks about God, nothing else. He doesn't know anything but God. So that is the complete surrender. Whereas even there is a case of young boy Dhruva, you know that, right? But Dhruva, he prayed to God for the kingdom to be able to do that. That is Rajasic Bhakti. You have a desire, whenever you have a desire, nothing wrong. You pray, Swami, God is our mother and father for health, wealth, family, friends. But the highest is you don't even pray because you know he is our very own. He will take care. So that is the example of Prahlad. I want to share that partial surrender, complete surrender. So by his grace and blessings, hope we get complete surrender, then you're always in bliss. That is the explanation I wanted to expand.